Nathan, hey.
Oh,
man.
hey Sam, how are you?
I'm good. I'm so glad that you're coming on the show today.
It's great. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, well, you'll just have a seat right here. Of course, I'll be
Okay.
behind the desk, and I probably need to go get one other thing, and then I'll be right back.
Well, shouldn't we do some vocal warm-ups first? I mean, anytime you're going to perform, sing, or speak, or anything, you need to warm up your voice so it doesn't crack.
You sure about that?
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Well, back when I was in a choir, the choir director always said it's good to do vocal warm-ups.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right, so
What do you got?
let's start.
Okay. All right.
So not quite, Sam. So we're in the key of A.
Okay, yeah.
So you
That
want to
reminds me of Mommy Makes Me Mash My M&Ms. Yes. Mommy makes me mash my M&Ms. Yes.
Well, great. That's very. Are we in kindergarten, first grade? I mean, that's kind of.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, it's been a little while. It's like a theater.
So tell you what. Let's keep it simple. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Just give me an A. Just an A.
You just want an A?
Yeah.
Just one A?
Start with an A.
Okay. All right. Hold on. I'll be right back. Aha.
That's good job, Sam. Good job. We'll start with that. Thanks.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's time to have some fun. Light talk with Sam Beeman. We got skits and interviews. We got everything but the blues. It's on. Light talk is on. Light talk with Sam Beeman.
Hey everyone, I'm Sam Beeman and you're watching Light Talk. We're glad that you tuned in, whether it be Channel 7 or through the YouTube or some other platform on the internet that maybe you happen to stumble across this video. We're thankful. Hey, today we got a great show lined up for you, including my friend Nathan Sennett, all the way from Top Cat Studios. That's right, singer-songwriter, producer. Nathan Sennett will be in the house, and we're going to check in with him. And we got some fun stuff lined up on the show today. We've actually got a song that I wrote. It's a parody song. You'll see that, along with a fun skit with one of our own Light Talk actors, Hope Johnson, and Sam Beeman. That's right. I think I'm in that skit twice, and you'll see what I mean later on. But later on in the program, we have Cameron Arnett. For those of you who have seen Overcomer, Cameron Arnett will be on this program. So I tell you what, why don't we take a break? We'll be back in just a moment. She said, "Is it because you're getting fat?" She said, "You have grandpa hair."
Ooh, just come on.
What is the definition of bad?
Well, that would be magical, you know, that's Mickey Mouse.
It's a clock. Okay, great. Yes, I remember when Willie Nelson did that.
I just like the way it makes my cowboy boots look, you know.
You try it all out. I'll whip your hands. I'll whip them.
Blaming all my roots, I showed up in a suit, and the coffee was brewing during prayer. Don't give me a lie, you are contagious. Don't give me a lie, your body leaves.
I got married, and the very next month, I was diagnosed with children. Yes.
It's got arms that kind
Okay.
of wave, and it swings from trees.
swings
It
from
makes
trees.
noise. It throws things at you.
A windmill. A monkey.
I'm not supposed to make sounds.
Oh, yeah. Okay, all right. Next.
It's got a long nose, flappy ears.
let's
It's
see, long nose,
big. It's
flappy-
really big.
Yeah.
It kind of walks slow.
Sorry about that. Yeah, hey, we're back, and I'm your host, Sam Beeman, and sorry about that, guys. We've got a special guest for, we've got a special guest for you. No, we got a special guest for them.
Yeah.
We have a special guest in the studio today, all the way from Top Cat Studios. Here is Nathan Sennett.
Hi, Sam. Now, Sam, before we get started, I want to make sure of something.
Okay, yeah.
Can you hold this?
Yeah.
Just take that stretch.
All right, here we go. How are we? We doing good? Yeah.
Oh, hey, right there.
Yeah, okay,
no.
good. All right.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, we're good. Okay, just make sure.
Just don't want to take any chances.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Nathan, I'm glad that you came on. I mean, we've been friends for how many years now?
A long time.
Who's counting?
A long time.
A long time.
I think it was 06, maybe 07.
Was it 06, 07?
Something like that.
Because we met through a mutual friend, and then we talked about, I was doing Faith Nights.
Yeah, you were.
In Sioux City.
Yeah.
I needed some musical guests.
Yeah, and I was new to Columbus kind of, and trying to get into music, and yeah.
Yeah, well, now, okay, when I met you, were you working at Chick-fil-A?
I was Chick-fil-A in Phoenix City.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was.
And of course, you had your hair. It was like
I try not to think about those years.
Okay, all right.
It was. If people want to see it, they'll find me, find old pictures from the past. But I'm not.
I just remember that little video that we did. You know, that it was like your first time meeting me, right?
Yeah.
Like I show up at your place. I'm like,
was it? That was.
Was that it?
First time meeting was at Burger King.
Okay, Burger King. All right.
Yes, Burger King in Phoenix City, Somerville Road.
Okay.
Burger King. Yeah.
Yeah. So and then we planned out the video. Like, hey, why don't we do a video for Faith Night?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
You probably have a better memory of this than I do.
I don't know. My memory's not very good. Ask my wife, but
neither one of us know exactly how we met each other.
we don't. Honestly, maybe Burger King, maybe in the park at my old apartment. Who knows? Well,
I just remember shooting that video. Like, hey, this will be fun. Like you're at the playground, and you're playing on the guitar. Yeah. That was fun. And then we did the event at Sioux City.
Yeah.
Because I had to have 4 artists, I believe.
Yeah.
Do you remember who else was on that night?
It was obviously me.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's right.
Garrett Lee.
Really?
Was Garrett Lee part of it?
Was Garrett?
I think he was. And then there was another girl.
Was
and
it
some
Dee
other. I don't know the names.
Okay.
I just know it was a girl. Played piano.
Yes, Dee Dee.
Yeah.
And I think it was like Dee Dee and Sean. We had a lineup that night.
Barefoot Soul.
Barefoot Soul.
Yeah.
Kurt Dukes.
Yeah. Wow. Barefoot Soul. That's it.
Because Kurt came up to you at the show that we did, right? At the comedy show.
Yeah, the comedy show that I helped you out with. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, "Hey, you remember me?" I said, "Yeah, I do. Barefoot Soul guy. I don't know your name because I'm bad with names, but I can."
The Barefoot Soul guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was a lot of fun back then doing the Faith Nights, and we had a good crowd from what I remember. And then of course you had went away for a little while, and I mean we haven't talked in probably up until the past year.
I first moved to Columbus in 04, and I left and came back and left again and came back, and then I moved away again, and I moved back to Columbus, and I think I moved away again. I've been back and forth.
Okay,
Columbus.
but you're gonna stay here for a while.
I'm here for good. I just me and my house. Well, me and my wife.
Me and my house.
Me and my house just got a wife. And me and my wife just.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Me and my wife just bought a house in Columbus.
Okay.
So I would say we're here for a while.
Okay, that's good.
And I'm building a studio there and trying to get it going.
Yes, you are. And I want to talk. He's tearing up just thinking about it, ladies and gentlemen.
It's cat. I got allergies. I got cat allergies, and the studio is called Top Cat Studio. And
that's right.
Because I have cats at the house, but I'm allergic to them. So.
Well, why don't we talk about the studio?
Okay.
Coming up here in just a moment, and your music. So let's talk
Okay.
about this. We'll be back with Nathan Sennett in just a moment. Hello, everybody. It's me, Barry Shalowitz, and I'm here with you for our annual telethon. That's right. We're trying to raise money to help those kids read. Because they need to read there, people. We got lots of kids in the community and they just don't know how to do anything right now, especially when we are at the stop signs. Every time I have seen a kid at a stop sign, he just looks at it, Ma, what is that? So we're going to try to help them out today. And ladies and gentlemen, we have got a special guest here today. We've got so much talent lined up. We don't have time. Okay, we only got one guest, so we got a special guest here, and we're going to bring her out right now. Please welcome, all the way from Boxer County, Mary Lou Nittingham.
Tillingham.
Dillingham.
Tillingham.
All right, so Miss Nittingham, you got a special talent here today.
I do. I juggle.
All
I used
right.
to juggle all the time on the farm.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and let you do your thing.
Okay. Let's see here. Wow, these are. Whoop. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I just dropped this thing here. Let me see, I'm so sorry.
Hey, it's okay. Oh my goodness, are you okay?
I'm just fine.
All right.
I just do this all the time on the phone.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, Mary Lou, how about we try something different here?
Let's do that.
Why don't we try some bigger softballs here?
Okay.
How about that? Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
Let me see.
Okay, here you go.
Oh, goodness, I can't catch nothing today except the calls.
Folks, how you doing out there? Are we raising money? Is that phone ringing yet? Okay, there you go. All right. So why don't you go ahead and try and juggle those? You did such a good job there.
Thank you so much. Let's see if I can get this thing going here. All right. Oh, there we go.
Now that's talent, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
yes. All right. Okay.
Which one should I get first?
All right.
Okay.
That's
I'm so sorry.
good. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to have a word from our sponsors.
We don't have sponsors.
Okay, well, moving right along, folks. We gotta raise money for those kids to be able to read, and let's go ahead and bring out our musical talent here, Mary Lou Nittingham. Come on now. Okay, yeah, whatever. All right, so why don't you go ahead and give a nice little song here?
I learned to play the harmonica when I was in the pen.
Wait, hold on. Did you say the pen?
Yeah, the pig pen. I was raised on a farm. My daddy taught me how to play when we were in the pig pen.
Oh,
what did he think I meant?
Let's just hear that nice little lullaby.
Absolutely.
Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. And surely the phones have got to be ringing. All right, folks, we need money for those kids. Please call. Please call. I tell you what, let's have another musical interlude here with Miss Mary Lou Nittingham.
Tillingham.
And Dillingham.
Tillingham. I come from a long line of hams. All right, y'all, I'm going to play Jolene for you. I think everybody knows this one, so sing along if you know it. Ready? Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm back. Well, that burn. I can't play without my guitar string.
And we're back here at Light Talk. We're having a lot of fun in the studio here today, and I'm here with my guest, Nathan Sennett, who I sense is doing something out the corner of my eye. Okay, all right. Yep, we're still good?
Yeah, we're good. Just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
I don't want to take any chances.
All right, thank you, Nathan. We are back with my guest, Nathan Sennett. Nathan, before the break, we were talking about Top Cat Studios.
Yeah.
Now, how did you even want to, like, what, from a singer-songwriter, what motivated you to want to do a studio?
Well, I was what you call a starving musician.
Okay.
And I couldn't always afford to go to other studios and record demos. So over the past few years, I started investing in little pieces of recording equipment and recording my own demos. And I've had some other friends who record help me out and with things. I just kept getting more and more equipment. And then some of my friends who are singer-songwriters say, hey, can you help me do something? I said, yeah, I'll do something for you. And it just kind of escalated, and I got hooked on buying audio gear, and
yes,
you've seen it.
Yeah, I have seen it.
It's become an addiction.
It is. It's amazing, though.
But
really
it's a business expense, is what I keep telling my wife, and she believes me. Don't tell her.
Okay. Now, how about the name, though? Is that because you have cats? I mean, what Top Cat Studios?
Yeah, I have a cat. My wife has a cat. My sister-in-law who lives with us has a cat.
Okay.
So we have 3 cats living with us, but I got one. And my cat's name is Topper.
Ah, that's
He's a black cat, a black tuxedo cat. And so I was like, I'm just going to name it after him, Top Cat Studio, because he's always sitting in my lap when I'm trying to write a song or record something or mix something. So he likes to help.
And for anybody watching right now who is even remotely interested in producing or singing or songwriting, there's probably some people out there that are like, man, I would love to write a song. And here's a singer-songwriter who's been doing this for a long time. Like, you started when? Like when you were younger?
When I was young, 15.
Okay, 15.
Me and my best friend, Ben Thames, wrote our first song.
Okay.
And
do you remember what it was?
I do.
Is it one that you could even sing?
It's called I don't know. It's about
It's called I don't
it's
know.
called I don't know. That was the first song we wrote. And I think I helped with some of the music, or I can't remember all the details, but it was funny. It was about a girl.
Okay, so you've been writing music since you were a teenager.
Yeah.
And playing the guitar.
Yeah.
And you started leading worship,
Yeah.
like helping out at different churches.
Yeah, I started leading worship growing up in church. Ever since I've been playing guitar, and leading worship at different churches in town.
Yeah.
Out of Columbus and back in Columbus. I've been in Columbus many different times, but I was at Cascade Hills for a while, and Rivertown Church for a while, and other churches outside of Columbus. And I'm now at Fort Benning leading worship for the soldiers.
All right. Hey.
I've been out there for 4 years, and I do 3 different services.
And we would like to say thank you to everybody who serves. We are
Yes.
so thankful for you.
Yeah, thank you. So I just love it. I've been out there 4 years, and I don't see myself leaving anytime soon.
That's amazing.
So.
And the fact that here you are, you're leading worship, you're producing, you're producing your own music, you're producing for others, you're writing songs, you're writing with other people, you're collaborating. Earlier in the year, you were traveling a lot to Nashville,
Yeah,
and so you were
going to
connecting
Nashville a lot,
with other
learning
people
the
as
industry,
well.
learning the business, meeting other songwriters, and finding co-writers. And I write a lot of country and Americana as well.
And I think that's very important, again, for anybody who's watching out there who's thought, hey, I'd love to write a song, or I want to do more with my music. Collaborate with somebody else.
Yeah,
That's one of the best ways to really get some of the ideas out of your head, right?
It has really increased my my songwriting vocabulary,
Okay.
I guess you could say, and gave me new ideas that I'd never thought about, and take a song that I've written and just, hey, do you want to take a look at this and maybe rewrite it with me, and then it becomes something completely different and sounds so much better.
Like
And,
you could take that song that you wrote,
Yeah,
and
I
like
don't
give
know.
that to them, and it's like,
Exactly,
this is
yeah.
about a girl, and they're like, no, it's about ice cream. Like it's now about something else.
Exactly,
So.
exactly. So I've had a lot of songs that I've written years ago that someone's helped me rewrite it, and it's turned into something good, something
Hey.
that I wouldn't be embarrassed to let somebody hear. So
That's good to hear.
So-
Well, Nathan, thank you so much for coming on the program today.
Absolutely.
Before we get out of here, though, how can people get a hold of you? Like, do you have a website or a Facebook or like?
I got
how
a
do people follow
Facebook.
you?
I got a Facebook, Nathan Sennett, and a Facebook music page. Nathan Sennett Music, I think, is the name of it. Just type in Nathan Sennett. If you know Sam Beeman, go on his Facebook. Look under his friends and
Look for Nathan
look for Nathan Sennett. Yeah, I'm working on a
Stalk
website.
me through Sam Beeman. That's what
I'm
you're
working
saying.
on a website. Top Cat Studio isn't officially open. It's
Okay.
something that I'm building right now, pretty much, and help people if they want. But they can find me Facebook, call me, email, whatever.
Well, I tell you what. Why don't we show them before you get out of here?
Yeah,
Why don't we
yeah.
show them a video that we recently got together and did at Top Cat Studios?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
That good?
Yeah, sounds good
All
to
right.
me.
Well, we'll cut to that, and we'll be back in just a moment with Cameron Arnett.
I think maybe we could probably do a third verse. Well, the sermon wasn't long, and the altar call song was about breaking some chains. Everyone was crying, and the baptismal line led to a hot tub there on the floor. Well, you gotta believe if you wanna receive, is what I heard in my Sunday school class. Well, I do believe, and I hope I will receive a little more stained glass. So I like hymns in church places where communions flow and the crackers are tasteless as they can be. But it's all right with me. Yeah, I'm not big on modern praise. Give me just as I am, or Amazing Grace. So I like hymns in church places. Yeah, I like hymns in church places where communions flow with with the crackers that are tasteless as they can be, and the grape juice that's sweet. Well, I'm not big on modern praise. Give me an organ that cranks out Amazing Grace. Oh, I like hymns in church places. Yeah, I like hymns in church places. Thank you, Nathan.
Welcome, Sam.
And we're back. I'm your host, Sam Beeman, and we've got a great special guest on the program right now. We've had a lot of fun with Nathan. Now we're going to turn it over to my guest, Cameron Arnett.
Hello there, folks. How you guys doing?
Hey, Cameron, it's such a joy to see your face again.
Man, it's been a long time. We missed each other going to Christian Worldview, man. How are you?
I know. I'm doing well. Thank you. I'm doing well. Going into that week, I was like, really, I was like, am I going to go? Am I not? And then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
Obviously none of us.
I know it's insane. I mean, I was shooting in Florida, I think at the time, and we were trying to get out of there just to make sure that I didn't get stuck in Florida because they were talking about people not being able to travel. So I think it kind of caught everyone off guard, by surprise, and everything just like fell apart, man. It's crazy that, people not leaving their homes. It's outrageous.
I know. And you're used to working consistently on projects.
Yeah. I've been extremely blessed, man. For the last 6 years, I've done like 20 or 21 films, and it's basically been from one set to the next, to the next, to the next. And so I've been extremely grateful for all that. And I had a couple of speaking engagements that got postponed, and I think 2 or 3 films in between that got postponed. So, I mean, by the grace of God, at least it's just postponing and not canceling. So we're looking to see how hectic the rest of the year will be once everything just gets opened again.
Yeah, I've had a lot of things postponed as well.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, aside from acting and hosting and comedy, I also do DJ work. So,
Right.
So a lot of.
I've seen some of your stuff online, which is quite hilarious, by the way.
Okay, wait. What are you laughing at that I'm doing?
No, it's funny. It's great. You're in your element, man. It's just funny. Great.
Okay, wait. Are you laughing at the DJing, or are you?
No, I'm laughing at you because you always got a character going on. You always got something going on. It's funny.
Well, thank you. Hopefully you and I can do something together one day where we can. I'd love to collaborate with you.
Yeah, that would be cool.
To do characters.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think you got me beat on that one though, man. Come on now, come on.
Have you seen any of my characters online that just jump out? Like anybody in particular? Did you ever see my Ray character?
I'm not really sure about the names. Like every once in a while, I'll be on Facebook and I'll fall on something and watch a few minutes and just I'll have me cracking up. But I'm not really sure on the names of the characters though.
Oh, that's okay. Hey, if you're cracking up, then I'm doing my job on my end. If I can make Cameron laugh.
Oh, come on now, come on.
Okay, well, if I can make you laugh, then you, my friend, can make me cry. How about that?
Okay, well, I'll take that. We'll make an even exchange on that one.
Yeah, because when I saw Overcomer, I remember I was in Tennessee.
In Tennessee, that's right.
Yeah, when we were at the AMC, it was like 20 or something.
Yeah, huge theater.
Like huge theater, yeah. And I remember I was sitting next to Niecy Davies, and I was just a river of tears. I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, I can't believe it.
I tell people, man, it is an investment in tissue. You got to bring your tissue with you.
Yes, you do.
The Kendricks don't disappoint. That's without a doubt.
You did such a phenomenal job, you and Alex and Steven and just the whole crew. Of course, I was on the film as well. We didn't get to meet each other
right
during the filming.
Yeah.
But through our agency, through Treasure Coast Talent.
Yeah, that's right.
TCT and
Better Together.
Better Together. That's right. And it's such a joy to connect with you and to see what you're doing. And I finally did get to see the Champion.
Oh, good, cool. Yeah, that was prior to. Yeah, it was
Yes.
a good film. It's funny, man. Champion. I had gotten a chance to see that at a couple of different places. Smaller screens and everything else, and it was nice. But then I got to see it on a big screen. Man, it is a beautiful film.
Yeah, Wes
And,
did such a great job.
man, there's so many things that you just wish could be re-released. Because sometimes they come out before their time. But Champion is one of those. I
Yes.
really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I work with Andrew on Beyond the Mask.
Oh man, another good one.
And I was on the art team for that film, and I did a little bit of acting in there, just a little bit. I was basically swinging a hammer throughout the month of working on the film. But then one night, I think it was Chad or Aaron asked me. They were like, "So, what do you do back home?" And I was like, "Well, I'm an actor. I'm a comedian." Next day, I was in costume and makeup.
Hilarious. Yeah, but those are again another great team as far as Chad and Aaron, man. They're kind of quite a few different nice teams of people that God is using to really bring stories to the forefront. And so yeah, it's good. It's just good to see and good to be around at this time.
I agree. And just to switch gears for just a moment, for those that are watching right now that are like, "Who is Cameron?" I haven't got a chance to see. I haven't got a chance to see Overcomer yet. I haven't got to see, Champion. So tell them, like how you got into acting, like, because you were in Hollywood.
Wow, yeah, I was in Hollywood for quite a few years. As a matter of fact, did a lot of episodics, movie of the weeks, that kind of thing. I had gotten to the point where they were really like, "We want to see Cameron," kind of a deal. And so I was doing a movie of the week in Toronto, Canada, and I got a call from my manager, and he said, "Hey, they want to see you for this television series." And when I finally finished doing that film, came back home to California, and ended up getting the role. It would have been my first, starring role, name and lights kind of a thing. And right before I signed up to actually do the television show, they said, "Oh, by the way, we want you to do partial body nudity." And it was kind of like, the time when, television's trying to, keep up with cable, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so, I had to choose, career or Christ, and talked to my manager about it. He was very understanding, and I said, I can't do it. And so at a certain point when we were turning it down, they said, "You know what, you won't have to do it. We'll just give you a body double." And so I thought, hey, that's going to be cool. And I got that tap on my shoulder from God, and he's like, "You got to shun even the appearance of evil, because people are going to think that's you." And so I turned it down, and man, lost everything. All hell broke loose, and ended up selling suits at a shop, and man, it went bankrupt. The whole thing, lost everything, and now like 25 years later, God brings me back in to the Christian film setting, and I did my first Christian film in 2013. And it's just been a steamroller ever since. God has just opened the doors. And he brought me kind of back in. I was kicking and screaming because I did not want to do it anymore, because I thought that I would be behind the pulpit for the rest of my life. I loved it, loved preaching the word of God, and through my wife and through other acquaintances, kind of brought me back in. And like I said, I didn't want to do it, and I said to God, "If this is you, then I want you to give me the roles that are mine, because I hate auditioning. I mean, with a passion, man. I can't stand it.
Auditioning.
I
You don't like
hate it.
auditioning?
I hate it.
Being a reader?
I mean, I went through so much stuff in California, as in the industry. It's a broken system. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a really a failing, broken system. And I see people that get roles that can't act their way out of a paper bag. I see people that are really, really talented, and because they won't play the politics, not get roles. Just kind of crazy stuff. People don't get a role because they didn't like the tie that you wore. That kind of stuff. It's just insanity. And I had been through a lot of castings that were just really a sham, and so I really hated it. And so I asked God, just give me the roles that are mine. And it's just been that way. God has just been able to really give me from one thing to the next. And I've been extremely grateful, man. I never thought I'd be doing it again. And it's just great to be able to use, the gifts and talents to represent him. And that's how it's been. And so that's my last 6 years kind of a trek.
Well, God is definitely using you, and He's definitely continuing to bless you as you're faithful to Him, for sure. Because I see what you're doing on Facebook also.
Well, I love teaching on Facebook, man. And again, the way things happen, the orchestration of God is just, phenomenal. Even the way that I started teaching on Facebook, a lady walked up to me and said, "Hey, you know what? I like what you do. I like who you are. I know blah, blah, blah." And she said, "I really want you to mentor my son." And I said, "Sure," but it was kind of long distance. So we started kind of talking to each other, long distance. And he said, "Hey, you know what? Would you start teaching me?" And I said, "Okay, cool." How, and I had to find out. I didn't know anything about Facebook Live. I didn't know none of that. And he said, "We can do a Facebook Live, and that way you can go ahead and teach, and I'll be, I'll listen to you while you teach, because I want to learn." And so I started doing it, and about 2 months later, he was nowhere to be found, but other people had found me on the internet. And now I receive emails from people from around the world and those kind of things. And it just goes to show you how God transitions, because the person who asked me for it is not even the one that's even still around. But now you're talking to people from around the world and declaring Christ, man. It's just a phenomenal thing.
That is rewarding too.
Yeah, it is. It is rewarding.
It is rewarding.
Yeah.
And do you have so aside from that, do you have people coming up to you like quoting lines from movies you've been in, or asking you?
I don't know about lines. I get a lot. Right now Instagram is just crazy. I've had to get a couple of different people to actually help me with getting back to people as far as Facebook, DM and Instagram. So it's like, in order to answer everything, I need the help, and so it's been that kind of hectic. But it's just been funny when you're whether you're home or another part of the country, that kind of thing, and people stopping you in the restaurant and say, "Hey, I saw Overcomer," or that's it's just kind of weird.
Are they surprised that you're able to walk around and not bump into anything?
It's been fun. Different people have different reactions. Some people like, I went as a matter of fact, I went somewhere, and I was with a friend, and this lady came up. And they were talking about Christian films, and she said, "Man, I saw this guy in this movie Overcomer, man, blah 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 blah." And then I think the guy said to her, "Well, yeah, I know who he is." She said, "I thought I saw him." And he started playing a trick, like, no, why would he be doing over here? And he took her through, and I'm standing right there, right? And she's like, he took her through, and finally said, "No, yeah, that is him. You're right, that is him." And we had a blast. But she had no idea or thought that I would be in her town, which is, it's just weird. What
would you be doing here?
What would you be doing here? But it was fun. For them being married, and he just had a blast.
Well, Cameron, I know that I would love to sit and talk with you a little bit more. I noticed that we probably need to cut to a break here, but I'm so thankful that you were able to check in with me on Light Talk.
No problem.
And this is Light Talk right here.
Man, thanks for having me. I appreciate it, man. God bless you.
Hey, you're welcome. God bless you. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back here in just a moment. Thank you, Cameron.
God bless, man.
God bless. That was a lot of fun. Cameron and I, we had a great time at the film festival that he was talking about. Actually, we've been to a couple of them, and the last time I saw him, I believe was at the premiere of Overcomer in Columbus, Georgia, And we were actually talking about what it was like auditioning. And so as he was talking about that in the interview, I had to laugh because I know that's something he doesn't really enjoy, auditioning. But for those of you who are watching out there, you know, maybe you're an actor. You know, maybe you have to audition and you have to go through the process over and over again. I just want to encourage you not to give up, because it's so easy to give up. It's so easy to submit 5, 10, 20, 100 auditions and hear nothing. In fact, I also do voiceover work, and there was one time that I submitted 200 auditions for the year, and I landed one audition that year, and it paid for my subscription to the service. So hey, it paid off in the end, but it was a lot of great practice. So I just want to encourage you, do not give up, whatever that is. If you're an actor, if you're a singer, if you're a songwriter, if you're a performer, whatever it is, don't give up. If God is calling you towards something, don't give in, don't give up, don't give out. Keep going. I'm Sam Beeman, and you're watching Light Talk. Take care, and God bless.